What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. The game just wrapped. I told y'all I would be back for the post game. Told y'all I had y'all covered, and we saw what happened. 89-77 game. Christy Sods is officially locked back into the hot seat. A tragic display of defense, a tragic display of ball control, lackadaisical, no effort on the road. Fever, it really could have been a lot worse, folks. It really could have been a lot worse. They were nowhere in this game. At really any point, it never felt like that they were going to win this game, man. It was just... Nadia, welcome in, welcome in. Indy absolutely has major problems. It is a dumpster fire right now. This is a team, a franchise with no identity. They have no winning culture. They are not developing young talent. It's a mixture of things right now. It's time to make some changes. I need Wheeler gone. I need Christy Wallace to never start another game again. Out of there. Kelsey Mitchell is not the answer. If she's not hitting shots, she's useless on the court. Christy Sods made no halftime adjustments and completely let Jewel Lloyd cook this team for 4 quarters with one eye. With one eye. It's bad business right now, y'all. And she better not say the word defense during that presser. After they traded Celeste Taylor, who they probably could have used to guard Jewel Lloyd. She would have done a better job than anybody else out there. I mean, nasty work, people. Nasty work. Not sure what I just watched. That was terrible. It was awful. It's bad basketball. It is terrible basketball, man. Turnovers, sloppy. Who could anybody tell me the missed layup count? How many missed layups were there out there, man? How many missed layups? Aaliyah Boston is soft, bro. Aaliyah Boston is soft. Welcome in. Hilton, Rick, welcome in. Yeah, that was awful. Fever team needs a complete overhaul. Tragic. Don't even know where to start. You start with getting rid of Christy Wallace. She should never start a WNBA game. She is the worst starter in the WNBA, period. It's 75 people in here right now. Anybody, find me a worse starter than Christy Wallace in the entire league right now. I dare you. Erica Wheeler actually had a solid game tonight. Not gonna hold you. But she's still terrible. And one game doesn't change the fact that she's been useless for a majority of the season. It's bad business right now, man. Christy Sods needs to go. There was no adjustments made. Jewel Lloyd had a season high out there. Was out there cooking with one eye. They seem to be regressing. I completely agree, Nadia. We have not seen the same Aaliyah Boston. She has been soft. Nalissa Smith still looking lost on defense out there. Tragic defense. I mean, this was disgusting work. Fever need a complete overhaul. Yes. What are y'all's initial reactions after the game now? What are y'all's initial reactions? Hey, man, y'all know I'm a Caitlin Clark fan, but she was turning that ball over like no other tonight. There's no way you're telling me Team was fully available tonight and didn't start the game over Christy. What is Sides thinking? Exactly, Hilton. She's not thinking. And that's the problem. Teamy was the only one really other than Clark, like keeping them in the game for real with the offensive rebounds, getting extra possessions. Guys, welcome in if this is your first time in the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. I am your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, and stay up with all the latest and the greatest. CC cannot create her own shot, and her defense is garbage. The whole team's defense needs to be thrown away. CC defense was actually pretty good tonight. Smith defense was horrible. Alyssa Smith cannot guard the chair I'm sitting in. They were giving Jewel great screens. She was out there cooking, Jay. She definitely was. That's what it looks like when you draw up plays for your superstar. CC still can't hide her disappointment when things go amok. Rosie, welcome in, welcome in. How much do you blame the coach? She takes a big bulk of this blame. She takes a big bulk of this blame because she didn't make any adjustments. I liked what Lexi Hole was doing initially on Jewel Lloyd, but you make no adjustments and you continue to get cooked. You don't call timeout when your team falls down double digits. You slow the game down and you're still trying to play this half-court follow through the post offense. We saw what happened when they played fast. Clark got shots. She had a good first quarter. The turnovers did them in. The turnovers did them in. My reaction to CC was getting doubled left and right. Hey, Noblesse, welcome back. Welcome back. Hey. She was getting hot for a little bit, and then it cooled off. Sods was all amped up about activating Johnson's, not realizing they have enough bigs, and got cooked on the perimeter. Boston only looked good against trash bigs. Against better bigs, she's limited. Facts. He's soft. And they cut Celeste Taylor for this new player that we didn't even get to see. You got Teamy back. You got an Alyssa Smith who can't guard, but at least she can score. You got Aaliyah Boston. You still got Saxton on the bench as well. You cut possibly your best perimeter defender is Celeste Taylor, who you could have used tonight against Jewel Lloyd, who cooks you for 34 points. You bring in a big that you're not even going to play. Hey, Michael Leroy, welcome back. Welcome back. All amped up for no reason. Boston missed at least 7 under the basket. She was terrible tonight from a scoring point. Facts. Facts, Rick. The season is over. Clark needs to start padding her stats for Rookie of the Year. Is Christy Sods going to cost her Rookie of the Year by putting her in these situations to fail, man? If CC stays in Indiana, her career is over. Okay, tinfoil. Brandon, my brother, we saw this again. You saw this again in the fourth. CC is frozen out. Facts. This is not an accident. This isn't a mistake. This is just planned, premeditated, and on purpose. It's self-sabotage, Leroy. It's self-sabotage. Sabotage at this point. If this is Boston's team and it goes through her, then it's her fault she didn't show up. Missed so many layups. Getting her shot blocked all over the place. I understand Seattle has a very talented front court. Probably the best defensive front court in the entire WNBA. They lead the league in block shots. I get that. But Boston got to be more physical, man. Show me you want it. She needs some Angel Reese about her, bro. The fever sucks. Welcome in, everybody. Imagine if CC was playing against the fever. Yeah, she would definitely be cooking. She would definitely cook them. Turnovers did them in. I said the same thing, Alchemilla. I said the same thing. Turnovers did them in. They waited too late to try to turn it up. Cut one bench player to sit another bench player. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, guys. Like to broke my TV. Oh, man. The people are fed up. The people are fed up. It is wicked out here right now, man. Fourth quarter, Clark gets frozen out. Turnovers. The game got so bad, Erica Wheeler actually looked decent tonight, y'all. That's how you know it's crazy. Wallace, Wheeler, Mitchell, Sides. They gotta go. All of them gotta go. All of them have to go, man. All of them have to go. How many turnovers? How many missed layups? How many missed opportunities? Sods will dodge questions about offense. Her favorites, Boston, Mitchell, Wallace, look suspect without Clark setting them up. Facts. And she continues to take the ball out of Caitlin's hands. She continues. No one passes it to Caitlin. Facts. Nobody passes it back to her. She's out there trying to get ISO buckets on an island by herself. Heath, welcome in, welcome in. The fever was so slow tonight, and no one would take a shot. So many low-effort, poor passes. Turnovers after turnovers after turnovers. Lisa, welcome in. Saz needs to go. She does not know how to use CC. She doesn't. She is single-handedly sabotaging this team and stalling the development of this young talent. How did they cut Celeste Taylor for a big they didn't even play? Paris, welcome in. Guys, if this is your first time, welcome into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. Hit that subscribe button, like button, share, comment, and all that good stuff. Stay up to date with all the latest. Y'all, we getting spicy tonight because there's no way. This team is too talented. Too talented to be losing, to be looking that bad. To be looking that bad? Are we serious? WNBA is trying to give us that high times when we thought we were getting the gas. They giving mid, Brian. They giving big mid. Will's trying to bring in Angel Montgomery right now. Right now. Paris. We need sides up out of there. Mitchell could probably get us a good draft pick. I agree. Mitchell could definitely get a good draft pick because she needs to go to a worse team. She's so used to being the best player on a worse team. There ain't a lick of team basketball in her DNA. How many more games we got to watch with these same problems? At what point are they going to make some changes? No better time than the All-Star break. They need to set up screens for CC. Yes. Did they not watch Iowa? Did they not watch how Iowa ran her off ball and got her shots? I think during the Olympic break, they will change coaches. I need to. Who do y'all want to see coaches? Y'all saw one of my previous videos. I mentioned potential replacement. Of course, we've heard Lisa Bluter meeting with them. Kenny Brooks, the coach from Drake. If they could secure the bag, Dawn Staley, Kara Lawson, Rebecca Lobo. Like, there's so many. I've seen people say Larry Bird, Mark Jackson. There's so many other options. Dude, is this the last straw? Hey, Tim, welcome in. Welcome to the family. Appreciate you. Cardoso, Indiana, and Smith to the sky. Cardoso would be, bro, Camilla Cardoso would be so good with them because she actually runs the floor. I need Teamy in the starting lineup or Lexi Hull in the starting lineup. I cannot watch another game with Christy Wallace in the starting lineup, y'all. Yes, Teamy was the only one setting screens, grabbing offensive rebounds, and running the floor. I mean, it's just nasty work out there, y'all. Then this other YouTuber talking about Reese double-double, but don't nobody be defending her for real. Majority offensive rebounds. She does get a lot of offensive rebounds. But she had a big game against the Aces. But I'm just over the fever right now. What is the tension? There's obvious tension, right? Like, everybody sees it between Mitchell, Wheeler, and Caitlin. There's something going on. Is it because Caitlin broke the college scoring record? Broke Mitchell's record? Like, what is the actual deal? What is going on right now with the fever? There's moves that need to be made. Maybe clear out the whole front office. Right? Boston and Smith lost this game. Missed layups, Alexis. Missed layups. They played soft. Aaliyah Boston, I hate to say it. She is soft. She is soft. Aaliyah Boston is soft. I'm sorry to say it. She's soft. Nasty word. Right, Brian? Obvious tension. Something is going on. There's no leadership. Yep. There's no leadership. There's no culture. And this team has no identity. And it starts at the top. Coach Christy Sides brings nothing to the table. I get that it's your second year in the league. We don't care. I'm here to tell you, we don't care. You got a superstar. You got a generational talent on your hands, and this is what you're doing. Hey, the guru, appreciate you, big dog. Welcome in. Welcome to the fam. Accent, my guy. Wheeler just keeps looking Caitlin off when she is wide open off the screens. It's nasty work. It's self-sabotage at this point. They're not deserving of a generational talent. This is why young rookies don't develop with Indiana. Too many turnovers. Welcome in, Aaron. Welcome back. The Fever was pressing for shots. What happened to the defense they worked on? This is what they cut Celeste Taylor for? This is what you cut arguably your what? Your best perimeter defender potentially? They could have used her on Jewel Lloyd tonight, who had 34, a smooth 34, by the way. Brandon, I'm so proud of you finally seeing the do-dirties on this team. Yes. Yes. It's obvious. They cannot hide any longer, y'all. They cannot hide any longer. It is nasty work out here. There's rumors that Mark Jackson, anybody, I mean, there's Rebecca Lobo, there's Sylvia Fowles, there's college coaches out there, Don Staley, Kara Lawson, you know what I'm saying? There's options. Lisa Bluter, obviously. Have her at GM. Have her hire the coach. Get Lisa Bluter in there somehow. I don't care if she's coaching. I don't care if she's the GM. Roosevelt says Seattle's just better than Indiana. I completely agree. But the product of basketball we just saw was terrible. They double CC every screen. I think CC was the only one that dealt with the perimeter. And she came out firing in that first quarter. I thought she was going to be having one of those nights, y'all. One of those nights we've grown accustomed to seeing from her. And the offense went away from her. A lot of ball watching. No screens, no cutters. Brian, they needed Celeste Taylor tonight. CC can't continue to get cooked on defense. Her man was going off. Yo, they had her trying to stick Jewel Lloyd at times, and it was a bad matchup. They had Scott Diggs. I mean, Scott Diggs didn't really go off. Meanwhile, Saxon is still on the team, riding the bench, and on standby to hold AB's umbrella. Exactly. Why? They had enough bigs. Why did they bring in another big? They didn't even play. CC defense wasn't bad today. Smith is like Smith has the lowest defensive awareness of any player I've ever seen. I've never seen a player with less defensive awareness. Force them to decide who is more valuable to keep her, the coach, and the teammates. Facts. Christy Sides is okay with stalling the development of this group to be loyal to those vets, Wallace and Wheeler, she brought with her from Atlanta. She is so loyal to them that she will do it to the detriment of this team. She will sacrifice this team for her favorites. I mean, this is nasty work, y'all. This is nasty work. This is self-sabotage. Yeah. Yeah. A bunch of fouls. No defense. Maddie Monty Williams. CC running all over the floor and they not looking to pass. In that fourth quarter, I think everybody can agree she was definitely frozen out. She was definitely frozen out in that fourth quarter, man. CC was shooting a Thriller video. It's Thriller. Oh, man. John Shaft, welcome in, welcome in. Guys, if this is your first time in the Live with Brandon Blakely podcast, I'm your host, Brandon Blakely, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. Hit that subscribe button to stay up with all the latest. Top Gun, welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, Darlene, welcome in. CC has words with Wallace and Mitchell. Was looking on about not passing her the ball. Next play, Mitchell passed. Wallace, Wheeler, Mitchell, ball. Yeah, there's no team basketball being played right now. There's no team basketball being played right now. It's selfish. Sides and Wheeler are sleeping together, bro. Oh man, Red coming in with the bomb. She was tired, but Seattle had a good game plan for her. They did. And my thing is, I feel like they have a team deeper than Seattle, like depth-wise. Seattle doesn't play a whole lot of players, and they slowed the tempo down. Rossi want to try to hurt CC on Sunday. Watch. Asher, welcome in, welcome in. Man, Tarasi gonna get cooked. I don't think they have her guarding her many times, but she's definitely gonna try to get a hard foul in. Wheeler has to go every time a player is drawn up for CC. She looks the other way. CC's reaction on that play in the fourth showed her frustration. Why is she being frozen out? CC had her woman on lock. Diggins didn't score until the fourth. Really, that's what I'm saying, Brian. Diggins did not get off tonight. She had a nice assist. 9 shots for CC. And to be honest with y'all, out of that 9, 5 of them were in the first quarter. She was being aggressive in the first quarter, and then something switched. Bro, Christy Sides is selling. Christy Sides is selling this team. 9 shots for the reason people tuning in buying tickets. They're not buying tickets to see Wheeler or Wallace take jumpers. They're not paying big money to see Wallace and Wheeler take jumpers. Christy Sides makes no adjustments to Jewel Lloyd. She is out there cooking, getting whatever she wants, man. What were some of y'all's other takeaways from this game? Who else do y'all want to see traded? Who do y'all want to see replace Christy Sides, man? CC would have had a few open threes off of screens in the fourth, but Wheeler intentionally fed it into the post instead. Yeah, they keep trying to feed it into the post. Why is that the strategy when you're playing the best interior defensive team in the league? You got the 2 best defensive bigs in the league, and your strategy is to go inside to soft Aaliyah Boston. Bro, Aaliyah Boston was so soft tonight. Sterling, Aaliyah was so soft tonight. I mean, just bunnies. Bunny after bunny just missing. Okay, SC said he's pro. Hey, you weren't playing, SC. You said that in the last live stream. You not playing. People look like has been at this rate. Yeah. Their Angel Reese right now is in a better position. Though Jewel Lloyd is absolutely her. Angel Reese is in a better position to win Rookie of the Year right now. She has a great coach. She is with a franchise with a championship DNA. She's with a franchise that has a culture, that has an identity, that values her, that plays to her strengths. Y'all see when Angel Reese was cooking the fever, they didn't take her out of the game. They kept feeding the hot hand. Coach T. Spoon is playing to her players' strengths and revolving her system around the strength of her players. This whole debacle between the teammates and Sods is definitely probably going to cost Caitlin Clark the Rookie of the Year, man. We just saw Angel Reese go off against the Aces. She's in a better situation right now. I think we can agree. Larry Bird is the owner of the Fever and the Pacers. I'm completely convinced Wallace needs to sit. Celeste would have done a great job. Still mad. This is what they traded Celeste Taylor for. It only took us one game to realize that was a huge mistake. I already thought it was a bad mistake. But we found it took one game for the rest of the world to know that trading for waiving Celeste Taylor was a huge mistake. To bring in a player you didn't even play tonight. Jay, what are they doing? What are they doing? I noticed Size changed up the offense tonight. CC passes to Boston or high post. The big then throw it down to the other big. They ran that like 6 times in the first half. Yeah, they did. They absolutely did. It was very repetitive. It was very repetitive offense tonight. It definitely was. The offense was extremely repetitive. I mean, nasty work, guys. Nasty work. They get crumbs and still not hungry to win. CC got $28 million and playing her heart out. They're not matching her energy. Kennedy Carter is very, very good. She get tired in the later part of the game. Nasty word. Sods messed up CC's mental, overthinks every shot opportunity. She has now and forces passes. Wallace has 0 points and she still starts. She still starts. She still starts, man. Bro, let me just. She played 18 minutes, had 2 assists and 2 rebounds. She was, 0 for 4 from the field? Terrible. 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 Dantas didn't even play. Hey, appreciate you, Leroy. Mash that like button if you haven't already. CC needs to just say F it and just hog it. Nobody passes the ball back to her. At this rate, they're not going to make the playoffs. maybe she just needs to go ahead and start being selfish. Is it time for Caitlin Clark to just start being selfish and going to get hers at this point? Is it that time? Is it that time for Caitlin to just completely take over? I feel like Saz has Clark on a short limit, second game with next to no second half shots. Yeah, 9 shots, was it? 5 of them in the first half. Free Caitlin. Take the shackles off. The gig is up on CC. They know how to hug her left arm to keep her from shooting and have a big waiting in the paint. She hit a floater tonight, which I like, but it's hard. Chandra Smith, Brandon, you don't like them girls like CC. What do you mean by that? Oh, yo, Leroy's back. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm for all the ladies, man. Like I love a lot of the women in the WNBA, man. I love their games and I support everybody. But as far as CC right now, she's in a tough spot. She's in one of the toughest spots as a rookie with a lot of pressure on her right now, man. She definitely was turning the ball over like crazy tonight. She could have played better. I'm not shying away from that. But she's also in a very tough spot with a coach that doesn't seem to believe in her totally, that has her in shackles, that's not allowing her to play her game. They got the Showtime Lakers offense with speed. Just the speed I'm comparing. And they're playing like a half court back to the basket like Spurs type. I don't know. It's not cool. It's not cool. I just don't think she's in a good spot to succeed. We've seen the potential and what she can do. And it just seems like everybody's kind of fighting away. Like she's out there playing hard. Lexi Hold's out there playing hard. Teamy is out there playing hard. There is a divide between the team right now. Tarasi better keep her hands off CC as a former DT3 fan. Hey, telling you. I mean, you think they like CC her teammates? Nah, I don't think they like her. I don't think they. I think some of them do. I think maybe that was one of the reasons why Celeste Taylor got traded too, was because she was one of the ones that had Clark's back. Because she was one of the one that had Caitlin's back. Maybe she was traded for one of those. Maybe that was a part of the reason she got traded. But it's obvious the vets on this team are not leaders, and they have not been supporting the young players. I mean, a complete crap show, bro. Time for CC to give them that Kelsey Mitchell treatment and hog the ball. It might be time. It might be time. AB, Booby, I'm telling you, missing all types of layups, getting bullied on the post. Nalissa Smith has the worst defensive awareness I've ever seen. I feel like out of the teammates, like Hole, definitely like Berger. I don't think Aaliyah Boston. I think they definitely have chemistry. Teamy, Celeste Taylor before she got traded. Wallace, of course, but she's just terrible. Wallace should be bagging groceries somewhere, man. There's no way she should be a starter. Like, they got to take the shackles off Caitlin and let her really play. Been through with them. Wheeler needs to quit getting 20 minutes. That's 20 minutes CC doesn't get assists. Facts. Facts. They could have given those minutes to Celeste Taylor. They could have given those minutes to Grace Berger. Why can we all see that? Everybody's making valid points in the comments. Why are we can see that, but they can't? I don't get what's going on. CC ain't playing hard. That's how you feel, John? Okay. Need a real coach. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do they get rid of Christy Sides at the Olympic break? Who do y'all want to see come in for her? Who should replace Sides? The whole game. A lot of turnovers. It was sloppy basketball. It was sloppy basketball. The second half was a lot sloppier than the first half. Yep, I would say Timmy, Katie Lou, absolutely. Lexi, all of them. AB. Man, imagine all the assists she would have if Kelsey Mitchell caught the basketball. But the Rookie of the Year race right now is tight. It's very tight. I know some people have Angel Reese at the top spot for Rookie of the Year right now. And I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're wrong. TD Sports Card, and yes, Taylor was traded. Berger should have played a lot tonight. They needed shooting, and they didn't get it. I don't get Sides. Yeah, she's terrible. She's terrible. Time for head coach Sides to go. It's that time. It's that time. Get her out of there. Get her out of there. We've seen enough. The people have spoken. It's not team basketball. Hole started 25 games last season, not this. And I don't understand. Hole is a better defender. She's got more length. She shoots the basketball at a way higher percentage from three. Why is Hole not starting over Wallace? Yeah, Angel is hooping. Angel is hooping. Terry says any coach will do. Hey, Red, that's what people been saying, man. That Wheeler and Sides got something going on. Problem is Mitchell playing too much ISO ball too. Yeah, she dribbles the air out of the ball. She dribbles the air out of the basketball, and then forces a tough shot. And when Mitchell's not scoring, she doesn't bring defense, rebounding, assists. So it's terrible. Okay, Big Wash, welcome back. You got Angel at number one. I mean, I can't tell people they're wrong for having Angel is playing phenomenal. And I think she's in a better position right now. That's what I'm saying, SE. It makes no sense. Hole is bigger, a better defender, and she shoots the three way better. I mean, y'all, Wallace is shooting below 30% from three. She's shooting like 28.6% from three, man. Samuelson played 5 minutes. Why? Yeah, Angel Reach right now, in my opinion, man, she is just in a better position for Rookie of the Year right now. She has a franchise that believes in her. She's been put in a position to succeed. Teammates, they have vets that are actually leaders in that locker room. I actually watched the Aces versus Sky. This was the first time I watched a game that wasn't CC. If Reese wins Rookie of the Year, won't be surprised. Yeah, she's talented. She's talented. If the players get to vote toward Rookie of the Year, comments. If the players get to vote toward Rookie of the Year, Reese wins in a landslide. Did you see the four Olympic team players hugged up Reese? Yeah, I mean, Reese is getting a lot of love. She deserves to get her flowers. She's playing great basketball right now. And she's part of a better organization, to be honest. Katie Lou on the bench, 5 minutes played. They could have used her shooting. They could have used her shooting. They definitely could have used her shooting. I mean, you give 18 minutes to Christy Wallace, 33 minutes to Nalissa Smith. Erica Wheeler played 21 minutes tonight. Nasty work. It's self-sabotage at this point. That's the thing. That's the only thing they're missing, Peter. Welcome in. Guys, if this is your first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Welcome into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Yes. Yes, I completely agree. The Sky don't have a point guard. That's the only thing they're missing, and they'll be a playoff team. Fever need to rebuild. Yeah, they need to make some moves. The lineup should have been CC, Berger, Hole, Mitchell being 6 man, taller defense, more active defense. Sods brought Wallace and Wheeler with her from Atlanta. Facts. She's not going to trade either one. They're going to get their minutes. And it's sad. She is so loyal to them. She would rather be loyal to them than to see this team succeed. And I get they're not trading Wheeler because nobody's dumb enough to take that contract. It's hard to win Rookie of the Year in the league and your team are working against you. Caitlin definitely has better stats. Caitlin definitely has better stats. I mean, we can look at it. Caitlin definitely has better stats. Samuelson came in, made one shot off Clark assist, and got benched. Yeah. And for what? For what reason? For what reason, man? It makes no sense. Yup, Timmy did play tonight. I think she played 18 minutes. Yup, she played really well actually. She got them a lot of extra possessions. She was out there competing on the offensive glass, running the floor hard. As good as Angel has been, I believe she can be better. I think she saw Asia with the consistent jumper and a fadeaway jumper. She adds those things and improves her post moves. Angel will be hell. Yeah. Angel needs a go-to move, and she needs to work on that jumper because she's got handles and she's a really good passer too. And we already know she's dominant on the glass. Bible Boy, welcome in. Clark got somebody cooked, absolutely cooked tonight. He was guarding Scott Diggs. Diggs didn't really cook like that, though. I mean, I'm not saying Clark is a lockdown defender by any means, but Jewel Lloyd was the one out handing work. Charlie says if Reese would change her attitude, she would get more fans. Facts. The turnovers are terrible. The turnovers are killing it. The turnovers are my knock with Caitlin Clark. The turnovers are bad for Clark, and the field goal percentage for Reese is terrible. That's the thing. It's turnovers with Clark. It's field goal percentage with Reese. The Sky should pick up Taylor. The Sky, the Mystics, the Dallas Wings, all of them could use her. Mo, welcome in, welcome in. Turnovers aren't counted for Rookie of the Year, Player of the Year. That's true. That is true. But the turnovers have been bad, man. Reese got blocked 17 times in the past 2 games. Angel is really, really good. I think you can be a fan of both of them. She's been really good, especially the last few games. What's she at now? 9 double-doubles in a row? Averaging a double-double as a rookie is hard to argue against, though. Jewel was cooking. Yo, Jewel was cooking Christy Wallace. And Christy Wallace is supposed to be your three-point specialist and your lockdown defender. And she just got 34 put on her head. Lexi Hall was doing a better job guarding Jewel Lloyd, to be honest. I still don't see why Saz doesn't see that when Mitchell and Wheeler are out, they consistently score and play better defense. Yes, team basketball gets played when they're out. Team basketball gets played. I mean, I feel like we have talked about the turnovers, but I would say about 3 turnovers a game for Caitlin Clark is Kelsey Mitchell on a fast break dropping a pass. It's like when a quarterback pass gets tipped and intercepted and the quarterback still gets charged with the interceptions. If I'm Angel Reese, I'm calling Hakeem Olajuwon to work out with him ASAP. Facts. Facts. Hakeem the Dream, definitely. Saz knows and just doesn't care. Hey, Raymond, welcome in. All the turnovers aren't on CC. The teammates have to catch. Facts. I completely agree with that. There are a lot of drop passes. Probably about half of the turnovers are drop passes. Hole is always better than Wallace on D because math. Facts. Why is Hole not getting those minutes? Why is she not in the starting lineup? She plays better defense and she's shooting over 12% better from the three-point line. She complements CC better. Celeste Taylor complimented her. Grace Berger compliments her game. Kelsey Mitchell is not the long-term answer in that backcourt with Caitlin Clark. She's just not. Bring in Coach Bluter and have Coach Kerr as part-time assistant coach. Okay. Okay, Pierre. Clark, #1 for three-pointers made and second in assists for the whole WNBA league. And she's leading all rookies in scoring. When Angel came out of the game, the defense went to crap. She guarded the MVP who cooked everybody. And Asia Wilson did continue to cook, but Angel Reese definitely held her own as best as any rookie possibly could. Caitlin gets screwed by her own teammates who can't catch, pass, or run the plays. And I need more plays, man. There's no cutters. There's no screens. Like, Christy Sods has no motion. It's a bunch of ISO and ball watching. It's a bunch of ball watching, guys. It's a bunch of ball watching going on. It's absolutely a bunch of ball watching. Fever are tanking early. Are the Fever trying to get into the Paige Becker sweepstakes? I mean, it seems like every fourth quarter that it has, the Caitlin Clark is the closer. Caitlin Clark is the closer, and it feels like every fourth quarter she's frozen out at some point. Angel Reese needs to call Candace Parker and work out with her. Facts. Candace Parker, Maya Moore, all of them. Get that skill set together. CC is on a bad team that doesn't win, unsupported. Clark only played one side of the ball. I think this is the best defense she's played, though, Bible Boy. Her defense has tremendously improved since college, I would say. Yeah. Paige Beckers is a monster. I hope Beckers goes to the Washington Mystics. They'll be a playoff team next year. They get Elena Delle Donne back, Shakira Austin's, Jasmine Sykes, Paige Beckers, Aaliyah Edwards. That'd be tough. 18-10 against the best player in the world. She hooping. Angel Reese is hooping. Angel Reese is absolutely hooping. Is it me or is Angel getting better and better? I think she is. I think she is. And a double-double is very hard to argue with. I coach basketball, and it is embarrassing watching this team. No plays for Caitlin. Why not copy what the Warriors do? Facts. Do you want better? Why not copy what Iowa does? I'm a new subscriber and new to the WNBA. Hey, Raymond, I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. This is not possible without every single one of you. So thank you for spending your night with me tonight, talking some great hoops. I don't expect everybody to get along. We not all gonna have, or I don't expect everybody to have the same take or agree. But hey, man, we can keep it respectful. Yup, Paige could definitely play either guard spot. Yeah, I agree. I think her defense has been a lot better. She out here blocking shots. She was never blocking shots at Iowa. That was just something we did not see. Hey, Brandon, welcome back. Welcome back. You need to remember that you got CC haters in your chat, so they make those wild texts. Don't be surprised. Hey, Charlie, we just got to call a spade a spade. We got to tell it how it is. It's the reason they got both Boston and CC. Fever a bunch of college all-stars that play zero defense. And they don't develop young talent. The Fever are a dumpster fire. Angel Reese is in a better position to succeed right now, in my opinion. She's in a better organization. Imagine if Coach T. Spoon was the coach instead of Sides. The Fever would have 10 wins right now. The Fever would have 10 wins right now. Oh, got to, Chandra. Got to. Give me Angel Reese on my squad any day. You see how Angel Reese be having her teammates' backs? She's loyal. She's a dog. She's a competitor. I like it. Yup, no motion makes it easy for CC to get double. Facts. They're running no plays for her. AB was too focused on being in the booth, trying to start another career. You know what I'm saying? You win Rookie of the Year, and then you go and what? You go and try to become a commentator instead of working on your game. It's terrible. It's nasty work. It's too many issues. It's too many issues. Way too many issues that they got going on right now. And see, I really thought that Camilla coming back would impact her, but it hasn't. They play really good together. Paige and CC on the same team, they need it. Okay, hey, Chandra, I put out a lot of LSU content. Check the page out. CC 8th in points, 3rd in minutes, 1st in threes, 16th in rebounds, 2nd in assists, 9th in steals, 13th in blocks. CC is a stat filler. She is. She is, man. She's well-rounded. Boston missed so many bunnies today, accent. She missed so many layups. Boston's playing soft. Will the real Aaliyah Boston please stand up? She was terrible. Terrible. Nasty word. I'm thinking Golden State's team, the expansion team, will get the #1 pick. The way it's looking, it's either gonna be LA or Dallas that gets that second pick. Mark Jackson, okay, that's one name. Who else are some other names that the Fever need to be calling for this head coaching job? Who are some other names y'all want to see? Because this is nasty work. This is nasty work. Okay, Chandra, you here? Appreciate you. I'm losing interest in CC really fast. More exciting players. Man, she's just in a very tough situation right now. I mean, this team hasn't bought in. The Fever have no identity. Cardoso is definitely a better player than Angel Reese, in my opinion. I completely agree with that, Leroy. Cardoso, the sky is the limit. She is just scratching the surface. She's going to be elite. She just needs a go-to move and to get more reps. Get a Warriors assistance or get Bluter, who just retired from Iowa. Duke's head coach is rumored to be interested. Yeah, I made a video talking about that. They would definitely have to throw a bag over at Kara Lawson, but she would be a great upgrade. Sue Bird, okay. She would be a great upgrade, though. Kara Lawson runs a pro-style offense. Duke has gotten better every year that she's there. She would absolutely bring the best. She lets her guards play and run free. No, Boston is playing soft. Yeah, she couldn't. Caitlin Clark was pissed. She was pissed. It seems like they're copying the blueprint that was laid out by the Aces, but they don't have Becky Hammond at coach. Christy Sods is single-handedly sabotaging this team. And what's worse is the GM begged her to take this job. She's not a head coach. I mean, oh no, absolutely. Absolutely. They are playing great together. They are playing great together. Absolutely. Oh, Caitlin Clark can create her own shot. People weren't setting screens for her in high school, and CC was completely selfish. She needs to get the ISO game back. At this point, is it time for her to start pulling a Kelsey Mitchell and being more selfish? Is it time for her to really just start going out and getting hers? I really love Rakia Jackson. I love Camila Cardoso. I love Angel Reese. I think Cardoso has one of the highest upsides of any bigs. Like, she is going to be special. Not saying Reese is not going to be special, but Cardoso is, man, she's a beast. Mark Jackson doesn't want the circus at Indiana. Becky Hammond was Spurs assistant coach. She got the NBA experience. Facts. Facts. Christy Sods should not be a head coach. I wouldn't trust her coaching an 8U team. Exactly. She's not a head coach. She needs to be fired. Hire this woman that's not a real coach. Angel Reese can play 1 through 5 next season. She will be shooting threes. I hope so. She can handle the ball, but she's not handling the ball enough to be no point guard now. But she can definitely handle it. She can bring it up the court. She can run the offense. Like, you can run it through her. But I just need her to get a go-to move, and I need her to keep developing that mid-range, at least to make it respectable. So they if they can't continue to sag off on her, because Angel is really playing a lot of bully ball, but she's definitely showing skills too. The rookie of the year race is over. Angel Reese is clear. CC has been turned into a role player past first point guard. She has. GH, welcome in. She's been turned. She came out aggressive shooting the rock, but man, Angel Reese has a team around her that is feeding her the basketball. She is set up in a better position right now to win rookie of the year, flat out. CC only has a step back as far as creating her own shot. She needs a crossover to move defense back. I feel that, Paris. I feel that. And I think they just need to run more stuff for her off ball, too, so she's not just standing in the corner. Cardoso and Reese may start clashing over shots. That's what I thought initially, but man, they play really good together. She did hit a floater tonight, by the boy. She flashed the mid range. She hit a floater tonight. I just need to see more of it. Music mindset, welcome in, welcome in. This is starting to be disturbing. How long does CC have to stay on that team? I mean, they're not going to trade her. She's bringing in way too much money. They're definitely not getting rid of her. To be fair, we knew these 4 games weren't going to be good. This is a tough stretch they're in. Skip my points all you want. You know those questions are true. What you talking about, Sterling? CC can shoot anywhere. Wheeler the Weasel. She's terrible. When they pulled Samuelson, CC capitulated. Sods has in CC's mind to be a point get people involved, but doing that, CC has no rhythm for her shot. It's sabotage. Self-sabotage. Bro, Ben Simmons really has no mid-range game. Rookie of the year, they say Reese. Oh, man. Come on now. Reese out here doing great things, though. She out here giving back. Last 3 years, Angel played center at Maryland and LSU, was recruited to play two guard. She was banging with Camila Cardoso, though, like in the paint in high school. I'm confused. Mitchell still shot more than CC in less minutes. Fans may stop attending. Do y'all think people are going to lose interest in this team? Do they go back? Caitlin has a crossover. Caitlin Clark, 6 feet tall. What CC needs is a fadeaway. Maybe work on that post game. Boston is your best interior defender and communicator. Defense is this team's problem. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They're not guarding anybody. Way too many wide open layups that the Seattle Storm had tonight. I completely agree with that. Defense is a major problem. As long as they know she can't shoot past them on the dribble, they won't bite any forward move for her to pull up and shoot over them. Clark signed for 4 years, and hey man, the only way she leaving is free agency. Clark should come off the bench. All right, Bible boy, come on now, bro. You wildin'. You stirring the pot. Reese will never be a two guard. Can't shoot threes, barely shoot twos, and loves to travel. How can she deal with that 4 years? I'd be out there. I don't understand what's going on. Man, it's a dumpster fire. Straight up. It's nasty work. Christy Sods is holding back the development of this team. There's no leadership. They don't have an identity halfway through the WNBA season. We still don't know what they're good at almost. Like we do know what they're good at, but there's no identity. We see a different Fever team, it feels like every time they come out. CC needs to get in the gym. If I was her, she has the bag. I would go and get MJ old trainer. Okay. Bringing it back to your airness. Okay. What other changes do y'all want to be seen made, and where are y'all ranking the rookies? I asked this last night in our live. Top 5 rookies. Where are y'all ranking? Who are y'all top 5 rookies right now for Rookie of the Year? I mean, Aaliyah Edwards has been playing pretty good. Rakia Jackson, I probably have firmly at third. Camilla's finding her way. J.C. Sheldon's getting starts. Kate Martin's probably making the All-Star team. There's a lot going on. See, with the fadeaway to block the shot, a defender would foul you. Facts. Facts. And she could be more aggressive. The Sky game, they really wasn't even playing D. Commentators even said they just going back and forth. Nobody playing D. CC gets triple team. You really pushing Reese at PG. I mean, she's got the passing ability, but I think they need to draft a PG. Angel Reese is more in the mode of a point forward. This is truly a rigged deal. Sods can't be this bad without trying to be this bad. The average Joe fan like me can see this is fixed. They are not trying to win with this crap show circus act. Yeah, it's nasty work. It feels like self-sabotage at this point. It really does. It feels like self-sabotage. I mean, there's just so much that you could be doing. I love for Kia. I wish CC would come to LA where I live. Okay. Okay. Smith has to go. Wheeler has to go. Sods has to go. Completely agree. Completely agree. Boston needs to get on a diet. Should have kept Celeste. It took us. Yeah, Angel Reese is definitely a forward. She's definitely not a point guard. A point forward, not a point guard. It took us one game to see that Celeste Taylor getting traded was a nasty move. And it made no sense. It took us one game to see that Celeste getting traded was terrible. Asher, Sods would rather be loyal to her vets than see this team succeed. I want Paige to go to the Fever. Clark, Boston, Beckers won 2 gold medals together, World Cup gold medals. Man, they're going to have to really tank to get Paige Beckers, guys. They're really going to have to tank. Because I'm telling you right now, the Dallas Wings are terrible, and the Sparks are down bad right now, too. Oh yeah, hey, the fadeaway is key for sure. I need the mid range, the fadeaway, the floater, all that. Clark fans would rather see Clark chuck up 100 threes and lose than win. Bible boy, who is your squad? Christy Wallace, hey you, Burger King is hiring. I'm telling you, bro. RC, Christy Wallace is the worst starting guard in the WNBA, hands down. It's not even close. It's not even close, y'all. She is the worst starting guard in the league, hands down. Holland, Taylor, and Clark, the best defenders. Why would you get rid of Celeste? They definitely needed her tonight. She would have done the best job out of anybody, I feel like, against Jewel Lloyd. Willard Mitchell be all smiling with other players like this is a joke and something these girls might be getting a side bag to play stupid. Are they throwing games? We talking point shaving? I knew the trade was terrible the second I saw the Fever's backstabbing Instagram post. Trying to make it cool on social media like we didn't see what was going on. Clark is working on her shots. Hey, Mary Beth, welcome in, welcome in. It seems like they are trying to force CC into a player and style that is not CC style. Yeah, they got her in shackles right now. They got her locked up. She needs to be running the court. Okay, New York Liberty. That's what's up. I'm in New York. Wallace make a wish. I wish she would go away. I wish she would go away. Luckily, both Wheeler and Mitchell are free agents at the end of the season that will free up $430K. And they can finally go spend that. Yo, yeah, absolutely. Jewel Lloyd was out there working. Jewel Lloyd was out there working. Fever are tanking. Wings get Solby back in August. Yeah, I mean, they are definitely injured right now. I love that JC Sheldon's getting minutes. Yeah, exactly. We didn't even see Dances. We didn't even see her. Everybody's talking. We were talking about that, RC. Everybody's hyping her up. Everybody's making it seem like this is a good move. They needed another big. They don't even play all the bigs they have. They don't even play all the bigs they have, y'all. They don't even play all the bigs they currently have. Yes, it's quite atrocious to see Ben Simmons shoot middies, but he can get there if he works at it. I guess. Hey, there's still some Ben Simmons believers out there. Respect. Yo, yeah. Lloyd was out there working. Skylar Diggins controlled the play of the game. She really controlled the tempo. She was out there playing good defense as well. Guamake out there putting in work in the paint. Ezzy was getting busy. I mean, this was the best shooting night. For some reason, when Jewel Lloyd sees the Indiana Fever on the schedule, man, she goes straight Mamba mode. Yep. Yep. A lot of individual basketball out there. Not a lot of team ball. Not a lot of team ball at all. Nope. Not a lot of team ball. It's selfish basketball. I mean, I've never seen a more one-dimensional player than Kelsey Mitchell, guys, in my entire life. Where she is just tunnel vision. She ain't never seen a shot she doesn't like. CC needs to be more aggressive. She is playing way too conservative. I agree. She needs to start hunting her shot more. Get CC and enforce her ASAP. I'm happy for Wiggins because Mercury tried to ruin that one. Ben Simmons got one final chance in Brooklyn. If not, bro gonna be a role player the rest of the way. Facts, they traded Mikal Bridges. They got him up out of there. Yo, if the Fever can draft Anita Morrow, that would be major. I don't think she's gonna be there, but if they could, she would be major. The Fever play like a college all-star team, not even try to get stops on defense. Yeah, absolutely. They don't get any stops on defense. I mean, the energy is not there. The intensity is not there. Under Don Staley, Boston was the National Defensive Player of the Year. I don't think she unlearned this. Team defense sucks. No, absolutely. Absolutely. The entire team. It definitely doesn't fall on one player. The entire team. Yeah, absolutely. They need to play Timmy more minutes. She should be starting. I don't understand why does Lloyd look so good against the Indiana Fever, because I see her against other teams and she don't look that good. She be cooking the Fever. Clark should go back to Iowa. All right, Warren. Yo, yeah, Big Foe Flage is elite, man. Female Dwayne Wade. Morrow is a bucket though. She's tough. I really like Morrow too. That big three with Michaela Williams, Morrow, and Flage is gonna be tough next year. Boston couldn't make a layup. Wheeler ignores Caitlin. Mitchell is out of control. Wallace is useless. Pretty much sums it up. Pretty much sums it up. What is up with Christy Sod's voice to mini blunts with Erica Wheeler? Smoking that Pat. Nikola Jokic can outjump Aaliyah Boston. Facts. What y'all call her? Brick feet? Brick feet Aaliyah Boston? I'm telling you right now, man. She gets no lift. No lift off the ground. Exactly. She's not a system player. She is a system. Who's your team, Chandra? Man, I wouldn't be surprised if a fight broke out tonight. Yo, she look like she smoked them cowboy killers. She looks like she smokes them cowboy killers. Christy Sods is so bad. Like, y'all realize in any other job, you would be fired if you were bad. If Christy Sods was a doctor, she'd have killed 10 people. If she was a lawyer, she wouldn't have won a case. Like any other job you are terrible at, you get fired. Kiki Rice and Jada Williams on the same team in LA with Brick and okay. Sheesh. Yo, I think Kiki Rice definitely takes that next step to elite status this year. I think she has a chance to be the best point guard in the league. Or in the nation next season. Jada Williams is stupid fast. Hannah Stokey's a dog. Hannah Stokey's a dog. I think Iowa's gonna be better than what people think, man. Lucy Olson was the perfect heir to Caitlin Clark. Hannah Stokey, McCabe's coming back. You got Sydney Falter. I think they'll be solid. Oh, Chandra, you like the Sky? Okay, okay, fair enough. The Sky get a point guard. They gonna be set. They're gonna be set. Yup, that's what I'm saying. That sophomore class that's about to be juniors with Betts and Charisma Osborne and I said Betts, like all of them. Isabella, Sides, facts, facts. Gabriela Jaquez, yeah, that team is loaded, man. Do you think the favorite coach is telling Clark not to take certain shots? I feel like she is definitely a part of holding her back. Like she's telling her to feed the ball inside. 'Cause that's what we're seeing, man. Like the offense is being run from the high post. Anybody else knows that when Melissa Smith defends, she turns her body and ends up facing away from the opponent when she lands, like almost every time. No defensive awareness. Team said 2 weeks ago there's already a divisional locker room. We already know the ones who sided with the wrong side. Pun intended. It feels like it's the vets. Like it's Wheeler, it's Sides. You know that whole Mitchell. Like definitely on that side. Definitely on that side. Yeah, facts. All they need is a PG. I'm a fan of Marina Mabry. I got Dana on my fantasy team. Camilla, Angel, like that team is really fun to watch. Kennedy, yeah, I like watching this guy. They're fun. And Teaspoon's a great coach. Sosby smoking 2 packs of Marlboros a day. Boston leads the team in blocks. She does her job on defense. Teamy has energy but does not score consistently. Fact, in the half court, and good teams are not going to let you run in transition all game. No, but you still should be able to push the pace somewhat. This half court offense is not the move. Especially, Seattle is a team that you should be pushing the pace against. Why would you want to play half court against the two of the best defenders in the perimeter? They lead the league in blocks. You need to be trying to beat those bigs down the floor. During the press conference, Saad says she wants to have Caitlin shoot 15 shots a game. We need to be seeing 15 to 20. Right now, it's barely hitting 10. Why would you start Wallace guarding the starting guard on the U.S. Olympic team? Bro, Wallace is terrible. She was out there. Jewel Lloyd was out there cooking her. Yeah, we active in the chat tonight. We active in the chat tonight, y'all. We big active in the chat tonight. We are big active in the and 5 of 16 layups. Layups. She definitely sounds like it. She sounds like one of them commercials with the smoking commercials. Sods will be capping CC on assists soon. Man, they don't deserve it, bro. They gotta. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the subscribe. Welcome in. Guys, if this is your first time joining, welcome into the Live with Brandon Blakey podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Blakey, aka Brandon Lee TV. Welcome in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you guys for spending the night. Christy Wallace couldn't guard Jewel Lloyd if she was wearing body armor, Brandon. Literally, a full SWAT suit could not guard her. I mean, was out there cooking her. And why, in that situation, why is Coach Sides not making an adjustment? Why do you think Wallace is this defender, this lockdown defender that she's not? Hall did a way better job on Jewel Lloyd. Christy be sending Erica Willard to the store for Russian cream backwoods. Hey, that's hilarious. Not the Russian creams. Shout out Glock. The Fever needs some attitude on their team. They need to draft Flossie Johnson and pair up with Caitlin. They have no dogs out there. They have no job. They need some dogs out there. They need some dogs, man. They definitely need some dogs. One eye. Had one eye cooking them. Literally. Jewel Lloyd, one eye. Bro, why didn't they put Lloyd on CC? Same thing. Why do you want your top offensive threat guarding the best opposition? You try to save them for offense. I could say the same thing. Why didn't Jewel Lloyd guard Caitlin Clark? Bad shooting night for Boston, but looking at her last 5 games, don't judge her work tonight. Look at through the win streak, for 4 games, Aaliyah Boston was elite. She was elite for 4 games. What happened? They didn't play 4 tough teams. Jewel Lloyd cooked until her other eye opened back up. Christy Saw said 2 days ago, Christy Wallace is a lockdown defender. She guards the hardest player every game. Christy Wallace is a dog. Christy Wallace sucks. She's the worst starter in the league, Top Gun. She's terrible. She is terrible. She be getting cooked. How is she? She's terrible. There's no way Lexi Hole should not be starting over Christy Wallace. Just no way. Could you imagine the Fever locker room? I bet only one person, only upset person is CC. Lloyd didn't have to guard CC. They had other players who could. Facts. Okay. And, I mean, the Fever had other players that could guard her too. To guard Jewel Lloyd too. They traded one of them and they benched the other one. Clark needs to stop passing. Is it time for her to just be selfish at this point? She can't even start. Yeah, she stinks. Wallace is terrible. Did someone call a great? I've never seen anyone call Coach Sods a great coach. I mean, yo, Sods be up there talking out the side of her neck, literally talking about defense, and then you trade Celeste Taylor for a big that you're not even currently playing right now. It's nasty work. It's self sabotage. People doubting Clark, but don't they know what she is going through? No plays are called for her. She's getting double and triple team, and she's got nobody to pass to. She's definitely in a tough situation where she is getting frozen out at times. They're not drawing any plays up for her off ball. Imagine if the FIFA made Coach Size an actual player on the team. Coach Size has no basketball IQ, man. She needs to go far. She has no basketball IQ. Caitlin Clark is smarter than Christy Sides. At what point do you say, stop, we need a change? At what point do you pull the cord and get rid of Sides and bring somebody in that knows what's going on and knows how to coach Caitlin and knows how to develop the young talent on this team? I'm not watching any more games until CC is let loose. Hashtag free CC. This is why Lloyd's on the Olympic team. Jewel Lloyd is elite, but she seems to be very elite when it comes to playing the field. Yeah, she hit the floater. We see Caitlin Clark has the floater in her bag. Now we just need to see it more. We need to see it more. Size won't crack or something. Yeah, bro. I'm talking about face guarding her 94 feet. Scott Diggs all up in her. CT never got time. That girl can defend ACC and Big Ten Player of the Year. Exactly. Aussie, exactly. We talking about her winning Defensive Player of the Year in two different conferences. She is locked down, and they messed up so bad. They messed up so bad waving her. And y'all, I feel like they're going to see her again. They're going to see CT again. They got to figure something out. Maybe move Boston to the 4, Teamy at the 5. I mean, at least she's going to give effort. You definitely can't bench Boston, though. CC needs to just sit out the rest of the season. Did some research. Rookie of the Year is determined by two factors. 50% voted on by fans, the other 50% by sports writers. Clark is not afraid to guard Lori. Give me a break. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Look what y'all saying. What great standout player needs plays called for them, and they are the point guard and have the ball 25-8. Bro, how many plays do the Warriors call for Steph Curry? My man be getting 2 and 3 screens every time he gives the ball up. What are you talking about, my guy? Come on. We see Devin Booker getting drawn. Everybody gets plays drawn up for him. Tatum. Everybody. They were drawing plays up for Jewel Lloyd tonight. Yo, Kalia Copper is amazing. Was leading the league in scoring for a while. Just an elite scorer, man. Great defender, too. Who actually believes the All-Star voting number? CZ probably has 1 million votes. Put Clark on the Aces or Liberty, and you will see what a good player she is. That is why I wanted her on the Olympic team, so she could play with the best but jealous vets. Yeah, I definitely think Clark should have been on the team over Diana Taurasi. Definitely. Caitlin creates her own shot too. What are you, man? Chat. We might have some box score bandits up in here tonight. We might have some box score bandits up in here tonight. It sounds like everybody ain't watching the games. Might be some box score bandits here tonight. Once CC gives up the ball, she rarely gets it back. Her own team is holding her back. The there's not much offense being run. There's no motion. There's no backdoor cuts. There's no screens really, like as far as double screens. It's pick and roll, play from the top of the key. Huge mistake. Huge mistake getting rid of Celeste, man. Nasty word. I mean, what's going on? Caitlyn got the step back. She's got the cross. She could definitely get some more wiggle about her game now, but to say that she can't create her own shot is crazy. That's all she's doing. That's all the points she's getting is from her creating a shot. Literally, all the shots that Clark are getting are ISO. That's the problem. We definitely got to see more of the mid range. We definitely got to see more of a mid range. Absolutely agree. Get size out of there. Fire her immediately. Kelsey Mitchell is not a compliment. She's a great scorer, but that's it. She's not a compliment, though. She's not a compliment to Caitlyn in that backcourt, man. Get rid of Wheeler. Alyssa Smith's one dimensional. If Angel Reese and Cardoso was picking for her, she would be wide open. Facts. They set terrible screens. The Fever are one of the worst screening teams in the league. But I just don't understand. Anytime CC gets an open look, they won't pass to her. I think Clark has given up and she will lose Rookie of the Year to Reese, not because Reese is better, but because the Sky coach and players are pushing support in her to get it. Reese is definitely in a way better situation. She's a part of a franchise with a championship pedigree, has a great coach, has good vets around them, leadership. She's in a better position right now. I honestly don't know. I don't know if she's ever has passed the ball to her. I mean, y'all are saying that, but I get it. Like I'm fair to everybody, but Dejanay Carey can shut Clark down one time. She also got 22 put on her too, though. I'm just saying. Hey Paris, appreciate you locking in with us, man. Have a good one. Yeah, it made no sense. It made no sense to bench Samuelson. Why is Wallace still getting minutes, guys? Why is Wallace still getting minutes? Reese, we saw got hot against the Fever, and they kept feeding her. Caitlin Clark get hot, and they take her out of the game and put in Eric Wheeler. Yeah, they're not. It's a lot of selfish basketball. They definitely have embraced Reese. She had 22. Fever offense, man. Fever offense. No ball movement, no motion. I mean, honestly, it's just a whole bunch of ball watching and pick and roll, throwing it in the post. There's not much movement. They got to pick up the pace. They got to play faster. CC only 9 shots, and 5 of them were in the first half. There just wasn't. There just wasn't a lot of like tenacity. Literally, man. It's nasty work right now. And the league needs Caitlyn to succeed to continue this growth. I feel like, man, like She's doing view. It's definitely a league full of talent where all the players are playing their part, and a lot of players before her kicked the door in. The Maya Moore, the Candace Parkers, the Simone Augustus of the world, like they've been doing this for a long time. But Clark and this rookie class have continued to elevate this game to the next level, and you can't deny she is moving the needle. You cannot deny. Yeah, it's definitely people in here that ain't watching. Like they're scheming for her. Absolutely. They are definitely scheming for Caitlin Clark. And for as a rookie to be calling her mid is insane right now, in my opinion. But I'm not trying to tell anybody how to think or feel. You know what I'm saying? That's your prerogative. She definitely looked frustrated in the second half. I mean, after a strong start in the first half, they completely went away from her. They completely went away from her. Oh, absolutely. Every rookie has things to work on. What rookie has ever come into the league as a finished product? They definitely don't have the right coach for her at all. Um, hey, Sides, man, she is terrible. She needs to get out of there. She needs to get out of there. She's terrible. She's bringing nothing to the table. I mean, I just feel like Clark should be shooting 15 to 20 times a game. Yeah, Clark can absolutely catch and shoot. We've seen her do it a million times. We've seen her do it in the WNBA. Really, MT? Okay, well, what makes you say that? Wallace gets minutes because she will freeze out Clark and isolate her. The big two do dirty favors. How does your best player get 9 shots? How do you look her off open threes multiple times? There's not a game on the planet where Caitlin Clark should be limited to 9 shots. And 5 of them were in the first quarter. I would say genuinely I would say a third of her turnovers. Like, we see at least, I would say, 3 turnovers a game where Kelsey Mitchell ducks out and cherry picks on defense. Clark throws a full court pass and she drops it. Clark guarded Scott Diggs tonight. So Scott Diggs had 8 points. Scott Diggs had 8 points tonight. And that's who Caitlin Clark was guarding. Gotta have it. 15 to 20 shots a game. But it's a lot of missed layups. It's a lot of turnovers. It's a lot of just lackluster offense in general. No effort. People mad she got 18 mil. Yeah, people definitely mad at the attention Caitlin Clark is getting for sure. And when you reach that level, of course, you're gonna have people that go after you. Definitely. We see the same thing with LeBron. Nah, she definitely can't just sit out. There is no game plan that favors CC in any way, shape, or form. Facts. Facts. The Fever really don't have a best player. Every game, one higher or another sucks. I would like to see her set out so she doesn't get hurt, but I don't think that's feasible. Yeah, nah, she's not gonna sit out. I like CC being at Iowa, but she is overhyped. Okay, everybody can shoot threes. Coach Size needs to go for sure. How are you going to let Julie come back in the game? Yeah, bro. The thing that drove me wild was when Kelsey Mitchell missed that free throw, grabbed the rebound, ran out and and shot a three afterwards. Yeah, you don't expect to have to fight your own teammates. Yeah, Mabry, man, she's just inconsistent, but she can shoot that rock, and I like that she got that dog in her. She ain't got no background in her. Mitchell is a thorn in the Fever side right now. with her competing against CC instead of being a team player. Yeah, I think Mitchell is just at the point where she's so used to being the best player on a terrible team. There's just not an ounce of team basketball in her. Braun ain't gonna tank for Bronny. He didn't have to. Bronny went in the second round though. They run zero plays to set up threes for Clark. Facts. Facts. There's no plays being run. It's a bunch of ISO ball. Literally no one shoots like Clark. No one. The first quarter, she had 228-foot threes and didn't get the ball back. Didn't get the ball back. She came out cooking. Bro, Wallace is so terrible. She is easily the worst guard in the league starting. And yeah, Lynn Dunn, it must be the dementia or something. I don't get it. The entire league has zero highlights like those two from Caitlin in one quarter in league history. Sheesh. All the male NBA players love CC because they know what a good shooter she is. She's a hooper. She's a complete hooper. She's not even just a shooter. She's a hooper. If it was there, okay. CC is fed up with Sides. She shut down tonight. She was big mad. Man, they need to get Sides up out of there. She is ruining this team. She is setting them back. She is setting them back. Smith will literally fight CC for boards. There's man. I mean, it's madness. Warren, I don't know, bro. You sounded real suspect in here, but I do agree. Ines was definitely a hooper. Um, don't forget her passing, free throws, dimes. Yeah, she's a complete player. She's a complete player. But I'll tell you what, man. Sabrina has been inconsistent this season, and she can't guard the chair I'm sitting in. Clark, Sabrina, and Kelsey Plum. I would still put Sabrina and Kelsey above her, but they're in the same mold. Sabrina definitely is one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. Absolutely. She can't guard the chair I'm sitting in, Warren. Jay. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of selfish basketball going on. It really is. I mean, we saw the Seattle Storm come out and play like a total team. Total team effort. Jewel Lloyd was cooking. We got the Sabrina and CC debate heating up. Okay, okay. Yeah, it definitely feels like you can definitely feel the tension and frustration within that Fever team for sure. Yeah, definitely Reese, man, she's a superstar. Sabrina isn't shooting 30-foot threes. That's like saying a good spot up 3-point shooter is on par with Curry. Sabrina is the original deep threat. Lots of W players shoot threes, not CC threes, not the logo threes. Lots of NBA players shoot threes, but not like Steph. Like Steph, Dame, like it's 3-pointers and then it's logo threes. It's a little bit different. It's definitely levels to it. I don't look up. I'm pretty sure most everybody saw her at Oregon. Man, it is nasty work right now. Trade CC to the expansion team for their three number one picks, then build a team around her. What moves do we need to see made to get this thing back on track? It's a hell of a debate going on right now in the chat. Sods is terrible. Sods is terrible. She makes no adjustments. You see Alyssa Smith out there getting barbecue chicken by Angel Reese. You see the Fever, or you see the Chicago Sky go on a 9-0 run, your team up by 12, and you don't call a timeout. You don't switch Aaliyah Boston onto Angel Reese at all to even try it. You letting Alyssa Smith get gassed. You continue to take Caitlin Clark out in the fourth quarter. Continue to play Erica Wheeler, who has one of the worst plus minuses in the league. I mean, Christy Sods is terrible. Free CC. It's just over. The team is cooked. I feel sorry for CC, for her own teammates selling her out, and I've been saw this. Yeah, yeah. She's literally fighting against her teammates. And it's wicked. It's nasty work. It's nasty work, guys. She's literally fighting her teammates right now. And she's doing nothing but she's running the show. When she's running point, she's going down the field. They are moving the rock. They are passing it. She's making life easier, throwing out assists, man. All people are having to do is catch and finish. She has been feeding Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston has been eating good. The best pure rookie. She definitely has the most complete offensive game. Rakia Jackson, I said that before she got drafted, even at Tennessee, if you watch. Rakia Jackson is absolutely the most complete offensive player in the draft. Hands down, right now, most advanced. I definitely agree with that. But she's also in another better position where she's not being sold out by her teammates and her coach. Caitlin Clark might be in the worst situation of any rookie in the league right now. If you put CC on the sky, she would average 20 and 15, no doubt. Replace Sods with Jackson and build. Yeah, if you replace Sods, if you replace Sods with T Witherspoon, bro, look how the Sky are developing that young talent. The Fever have a better roster than the Sky right now, but they have a better coach and better organization, man. Brandon, I would love to have a friendly debate with you one of these days about how I feel about how you feel so you can see where I'm coming from. For sure, Warren. Hey, it's all love, my guy. Did you see her in the NCAA? She was the lead scorer by twos and threes. But yeah, Caitlin Clark might be in the worst situation of any rookie right now. I mean, it's nasty work. Coach Size is just not getting it done. She's just not a fit for this team. You got a split down the middle. There's definitely chemistry issues. There's definitely tension. Boston came in and really, really was out of shape, man. And it took her half the season to get right. What's crazy is Top Gun. How can you blame the team being young and you don't even? How do you blame the young talent? The team is young and you don't play the young players. Hey, Warren, appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. Difference between Reese and Boston and Smith. Reese would make sure CC averaged 30. Bro, Reese, I love how she has her teams back, man. I like how she has her teams back. Yo, Angel Reese is a dog. I mean, it's terrible right now. It's a lot of coaches out there that could be bringing the best out of this young talent in the WNBA. I feel like at least with Rakia though, they make an effort to really like get her shots though. Like she's second on the team in scoring. Like she gets her shots at least, and she finally, she's been in that starting lineup for a few weeks now. But I mean, the Sparks are a dumpster fire too. Don't get me wrong. Put Caitlin on the Liberty, she would be averaging 27. Clark had the ball 25. Right. If Reese was Caitlin's teammate, she would work for her. Yeah, she would definitely have her back. Reese is WNBA's Rodman. She's a beast out there. She's a dog, man. She's super skilled. It's a good thing Clark didn't go to any other team. It would have destroyed Las Vegas, Minnesota, New York. The thing about her going to like New York or Las Vegas, she may not start for them teams. Like she's definitely not starting for the Aces. And you don't want Clark coming off the bench. You definitely don't want her on the bench. She is terrible. Dang, chat going fast. All the boogers are getting her off. Yeah, I mean, Rakia is elite in ISO too, man. She's got the back to the basket. She can shoot the three, get it off the dribble. She definitely has no problem creating her own shot. I feel like at the beginning of the year when she was coming off the bench, they were definitely drawing more plays for her. But was it other teams would have done the same thing to her? You think so, MT? You think it would have been the same situation? It's wild to me that WNBA fans and Reach fans feel like they have to hate on Clark, even though Clark is making them relevant. As a Clark fan, I can still appreciate how good Reese is. Respect. All these ladies deserve their flowers. All these ladies deserve their flowers. And I'm here for it. They all do. Absolutely. They all deserve their flowers. Listening to Clark at the post game interview, and I feel bad for her. I hope she got a good support system around her. This type of situation could break a rookie, but I see her getting better. Yeah, and it's tough too, man, because looking at it, like with her coming into this situation, like she's coming from a program that just played for two natties, and now she is joined like a dumpster fire of an organization with no direction, no identity, and really no culture at this point. She's definitely getting the praise and the criticism. Hey, not getting shots. You can't score if you aren't getting shots. Did I see someone compare Caitlin Clark to Steve Nash? Somebody did. Nash a two-time MVP. That would be a great career to have. Saad saying CC needs to shoot 15 times a game. Reporter asked her why she not getting her better plays called for her. Yeah, I mean we see it. The jig is up. We see it. The jig is absolutely up. King of Kings. Steve Nash wasn't shooting threes from deep, nor is Caitlin Clark surrounded by a team like Steve Nash was. Now the Fever are far from the Suns team. They don't have no Amar Stoudemire, no Sean Marion, none of that. Saad's a little part of the problem. The main problem is the team was constructed horribly. Boston, the only dog on the team, she shut down tonight also. Yeah, she was just missing a lot of layups. She was missing a lot of layups. But yeah, they have a bunch of pieces that don't complement each other. That is a major problem. And I mean, with this scheme, the coach is supposed to bring the best out of the team, and we haven't seen that. Clark is still a kid, and even though she gets praised, she's human, and I can see the light slowly leaving her eyes. Talent like hers just getting wasted. You hate to see it. King of Kings, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. You really hate to see it, man. Yeah, Clark has elite court vision. Why aren't they pushing the pace, letting her make decisions? She best in space, pushing the defense on their heels, man. Yeah, Mitchell is not the long term answer to play with her in the backcourt, man. I mean, Mitchell is a ball stopper, an offensive killer. She scores it, but if she's not scoring, you can't really play her. She's not bringing anything else to the table. She's not bringing anything else to the table. I mean, no rookie comes into the league a complete prospect. Like, all the rookies have had humbling moments, and that's to be expected. Clark needs to hire a private coach. Wheeler, Smith, Wallace, and Mitchell have to go. Facts. The expansion team will get somebody. I think you can only protect four players. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're just not good fits. Melissa Smith looks like she don't even want to be there half the time. Aaliyah Boston is nowhere near in the same stratosphere as Nafisa Collier. Like, it's not even fathomable right now. So when you agree Mitchell, they can double team Clark because no one else can make them pay. Wheeler and Mitchell are the main problems. Are as far as icing out Caitlyn. I can't say I've ever seen anything like that in the NBA. No, I haven't. And I don't think we've ever seen a rookie with the expectations and under a microscope like as much as we've seen Caitlyn Clark to this point. Okay, Bill Lambier. I've seen his name being mentioned in the chat too, talking about potential replacements. This is what you get when the WNBA doesn't have to survive on their own and gets their bills paid. Yeah, it's nasty work. People don't hate Caitlyn. They hate the media push. Never said Clark is Nash. Melissa wants to be in Connecticut or Dallas. Yeah, she definitely looks like she does not want to be there. What I think it says that you have a very talented point guard in CC and she's not being used to her full potential. Facts. You could be running like a Showtime Lakers offense and you out here running half court back to the basket nonsense. It's nasty work. And if they don't have the personnel to play at that speed, let's get some moves going. You traded away Celeste Taylor and for what? Or you cut her. You waived her. Mm. It's wicked, man. It's a tough situation for anybody to be in. To go from playing for championships to a dumpster fire with no leadership. From going to playing from Lisa Bluter, a coach that loves, respects, and puts you in a situation to succeed. A great basketball mind and switching that out for sides. Melissa Smith is a huge liability. I don't think too many teams would take her. I think she is. She should. I mean, teams could use her. She might not start. She's definitely a huge defensive liability, though. I agree. Yeah, Wallace is the worst guard in the league starting right now. It's nasty. It's terrible work at this point. It's terrible work. It's nasty. I have no idea how she has a starting position in the WNBA. Currently, the best thing that could happen to CC is to be left unprotected in the draft, so she might be on a competitive team with a real coach. Hey, stand on business, Mike. CC puts butts in seats. She isn't going anywhere. Sells out the norm with her. Yeah, they're definitely not letting their golden goose go. Yeah, Hole is a dog, man. Jody, welcome in, welcome in. IDK, what's more worse, the presidential debate or this game tonight? Just absolute disconnection. No team play. No team play. I mean, it's just a bunch of It's selfish. It's a bunch of agendas out there, man. It's a bunch of selfish agendas out there right now. It's no team play, no team ball. Nalissa started off the season so strong and then completely disappeared. I've never seen a player with less defensive awareness. Without Clark, they winless. I mean, we saw what they looked like without Clark last year. It's a reason why this team had the number one pick. I'm just saying. Back to back years. This game was even worse than the debate, and that is really saying something. That's hilarious. 18K in the arena tonight. Okay, okay. Selling them out. Hey, I'm telling you, man, they probably didn't have 18,000 through half the season at all with all the attendance combined home games last season for for the Fever. Reese Fun Gritty. Mm. But yeah, I could see that, King. I could see that a Bill Lambier type of coach. I definitely could see that. Just a strong figure, man or woman, whoever. I'm not here to decide that, but just a strong presence who can be a leader, who can establish a culture, who can establish, what I'm saying, establish some sort of identity for this team. But the thing is, Black Crow, they probably not gonna get it. They're probably giving that first pick to the Valkyrie team out in Golden State, man. The Fever front office is sad. How did y'all let the Wings get Odyssey Sims from Europe? Wallace rode the bench at Baylor behind Sims. Did y'all see Sims earlier today? Bro, Wallace is so bad. A bunch of wasted dribbles and a bunch of ball watching. None of Magic's teammates could catch his passes to start. A lot of black eyes. People so impatient when players or games are changing different. Yeah, it definitely is a process. I think got so excited about the potential of this team on that 4-game win streak. They thought it was going to be sweet the rest of the season. And it's just been frustrating because there are growing pains. My thing is, the thing that scares me is that I don't think Christy Sods is the leader for this group, and I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, she's wasting their development time right now. You want to continue to see progression with these young players, and a lot of the Fever draft picks have bounced. Bad news bears. That's funny. Calling the bad news bears. The Fever could have picked up Kate Martin. Yeah, they could have picked up Kate Martin instead of Celeste Taylor, who they cut. Yeah, literally. You choose Celeste Taylor over Kate Martin, and then you cut Celeste Taylor for a big you don't play. Belichick, oh man. Oh man, pull one out the bag, Jody. They'll deflate the ball. That's hilarious. They should be winning more. They should be winning most of the rest of the games this season. The only reason they are losing is terrible coaching. It doesn't go beyond that. Coaching is horrific. Coaching is horrific, y'all. Nasty word. Absolutely. Hey man, the Williams sisters have definitely been supportive of a lot of women's athletes. So salute to them carrying the torch. Jessica, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I mean the team is sloppy. Caitlyn has definitely had her share of turnovers, but the team is very sloppy. They just don't mesh well as an offensive unit right now. We've seen them put it together offensively like the entire lineup probably twice. Only thing worse would be Coach Taurasi. Man, they gave Diane Taurasi Caitlyn's spot on that Olympic team. Man, that wasn't right. That was not right. They know it was time to pass the torch, y'all. You also notice they never pick and roll. They don't even set actual screens. But Boston, whoever the biggest, never rolls. They never roll hard to the hoop. It's always like a stop at the elbow, a pass, and then they try to do another dunk down pass. But AB, man, that two-player game was killing. That four-game winning streak, AB was elite. Tonight, she was just not making those same plays, and they were pushing her out of the paint, I feel like, too. Um, but yeah, it's a whole lot of ball watching. It really is a whole lot of ball watching. It's just a lot of ball watching going on, y'all. Smith set one hard shoulder to shoulder screen a couple of games back. CC scored three, and it never happened again. Yep, I remember that. Came right off the screen and hit a three because I remember seeing it and being like, that's what happens when you draw plays. CC got them sweep the leg teammates. The next couple of games for the Fever and Sky is rough. Yeah, the Sky definitely getting into the meat of their schedule. Yeah, coaching was just terrible. Sods is not the answer. I think we've seen that enough. Sods is not the answer at all. And guys, if this is your first time in the podcast, welcome to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up with all the latest and the greatest. It's frustrating. It's a frustrating brand of basketball to watch. It really is. It's a very frustrating brand of basketball. The more games I see, the more I am convinced that coach has no clue how to build a roster, even more so when surrounding exceptional talent. Yes, you see it in the NBA all the time how teams are building around their franchise players to make them happy. The Fever have not done that. They have traded players away that complement Caitlyn that have been support systems for their franchise player. It's crazy. It's just not sides, it's her teammates also. Facts. It's both. It definitely is. I agree. I agree. It's sides, and it's also her teammates are completely selling her out right now. But I think CC and Angel Reese are doing a really great job of just continuing to elevate the W. Definitely. Have all these haters thought what happens if CC has had enough and leaves WNBA? There goes the charters. There goes the attendance and any revenue they might get in the future. If Fever wins, we're stuck with sides. That's true. That's true, Johns. That's true. That's true. Maybe the jig is up and they're trying to force her out of there now. Maybe the jig is up. Yep, absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. I mean, it's a combination. It's wicked right now. It is definitely wicked right now. I mean, I've never seen a team go against a player like this before. The fourth quarter of the Sky game was truly a train wreck to watch. I've never been so mad. You're up 12. You put in Wheeler, take Caitlin out. They go on a 9-0 run. You don't call a timeout. Angel Reese is heating up, just killing Alyssa Smith, little sister and her all over the court. You make no adjustments, and the Sky wanted it more, flat out. Yep, I agree, Black Crow. Wheeler and Mitchell, along with sides, get them all out of here. Dunn might have to go too. Yeah, I think at this point, Dunn has to be included. She has to be included and go. She definitely has to be included. She has to go. She has to go. Dunn is the reason Sods is here. Get get them all gone. Get them all gone. I'm sick of it. Get them all gone. Get them all out of here. Thanks, Brendan. I like your podcast. You were new to yeah, Chandra. I got you. I got you. I just love seeing the growth of the game. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of players that are helping pushing that needle. Sods has to win more than 13 games for this to be successful. Let's hope we don't get there. Hey, yeah, and the word is out. Everybody is fed up with Christy Sides, the Indiana Toxins. I don't think they're gonna make a move and get rid of her at the Olympic break. But if they did, who would y'all want to see come in? Who would y'all want to see come in? The Indiana Toxins is crazy. I don't have any sympathy for Sods, but she does look like she's aged a few years. Yeah, the stress is. I'm telling you, the stress is probably honestly, man. The stress is getting to her. It's not easy. Um, playing, coaching a player like Caitlin Clark, and it's not. It's definitely not when you're losing and that spotlight is on you. Hey, MTR. Hey. I'm glad I could be here for you. I'm glad I could be here for you. I got you. I'm here for y'all. Herb Simon is 89. Is he Bye sides? Get her out of here. Bring Celeste Taylor back. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. I want Clark's old coach Lisa Bluter. Okay, that seems to be the popular pick. That seems to be the popular pick. Definitely Lisa Bluter. Can they get her out of retirement though? Does she still owe Caitlin that favor? Caitlin Clark is one of the most valuable assets in all of sports. That's how powerful her draw is. Her jersey sales. Is the owner of the Fever just dumb or what? Saj should have been 2 games. Yeah. I mean, they are wasting her rookie year right now, and it's probably going to end up costing her rookie of the year. Because Angel Reese is playing sensational, and she has a strong organization behind her. There is talent on this Fever team. They just do not coexist. They don't coexist. How could you be the owner of the Fever and just be like, yeah, I'm good with how you're playing Clark? 9 shots a game. 5 of them in the first quarter. Like, the second half is just non-existence for her shot. I mean, non-existent. Yeah. I mean, the highest ever paid for a female athlete on a card. Deranged. I say deranged. The NBA created a star you don't follow women's. There is a lot, and I cover all those, James. I cover all levels, so definitely check it out. The Indiana Bricks, they not the Fever, they got a cold, man. They got a cold. It's nasty work out here. I mean, just no direction. I've never seen a team with less direction. The Indiana ISOs. Kelsey, I've never seen a shot I don't like Mitchell. I mean, they give Saz the rest of the year. They gotta get her out of there by next year, though, right? Before next season, like this all season, Saz gotta go, right? Unless they turn things around and make the playoffs. That's the only way I see her staying. The Fever owner has openly admitted to having the team as a tax write-off pre-Clark. He wanted them loose. Man, they need to get an Al Davis in there, man. Leaving her off Team USA was the biggest mistake I've ever seen. Yeah, I mean, at this point, she's a better basketball player than Diana Taurasi. She's, I mean, she's averaging, like, she's every major stat, she's averaging more points, rebounds, assists, field goal percentage. You know what I'm saying? And then you throw in the popularity aspect. It's wild that they put Diana Taurasi on this team. And it's no disrespect. I know she's a legend, one of the GOATs, has been playing 20 plus years, but man, it's time to pass the torch. Team USA absolutely dropped the ball not putting Caitlin on the team. She stays to the end and they lose the base. What you mean, Chandra? The Indiana leave her, leave Christy Sides, kick Christy to the sides, get her out of there. Yo, I'm telling you, Tarasi need to pass the torch. For Indiana to claim to be a basketball state, sides in some of the FIBA organization is an embarrassment. Agreed. Agreed. Several ad contracts canceled on Olympics. Oof. I mean, man, the State Farm, the Gatorade, the Nike commercials were going to be flooding the streets. Definitely. Right now, Clark is one of the most popular athletes in the world, the whole world. That's crazy for a WNBA player. That is who they put in recent the same category with. It's crazy because it's the talk of everything. Like we're seeing like the league be put on a pedestal we haven't seen where all the top sports shows like we're seeing ESPN and Fox and all these places showing women's basketball highlights on the reg now. You love to see it. Really love to see it. Yeah. Completely have her in shackles, Leroy. Completely has her they have her in shackles right now. She is not able to break free and be herself. And she's a shell of herself right now. It sucks to see. You draft the number one player, you're gifted a potential generational talent, and this is what you do with it. This is what you decide to do. Nasty behavior. Tommy, welcome in, welcome in. Do y'all feel like the offer from Ice Cube was legit though? I remember her saying her agent never came to her with it. But Clark should have did the big three and got them 5 mils for 1 year and weigh her options afterwards. The W is a crap show. That's true. After Sides and Company, they first need a therapist before coach. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think maybe we all do. The attendance tells the full story. Every single game, Clark sells out home and away, and the rest of games are barely above last season. Are barely above last season. It's more than just sides. Those ladies are paid professionals. They have no pride or fight. Facts. They have to come out as a competitor with some type of fight. You have to as a competitor. Lackluster effort. WWE invited Clark to be on their show. They want Clark SNL. Yeah, she did SNL already, and the WNBA didn't help proper with hook her up with a proper coach. Didn't set her up with a proper coach. Yep. Thanks to Science and yo, I was about to say RC for real. They going for 19.99. Hold up, I might have to go check something real quick. The offer was definitely legit. He upped it to 10 million plus 5 million in profit sharing, basically. Man, if that's the truth, she might. And I remember they were saying that he would even, go around the WNBA schedule, so she didn't have to miss so many games. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, guys, we have been on the stream over 2 hours. It is 2:10 Eastern time. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We will go live again tomorrow. We're gonna go live. We're gonna do another live because y'all showed too much love tonight. Thank y'all so much, all the newcomers, all the regs, everybody that came in and showed love tonight. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay up with all the latest and the greatest. I am Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV, your host, and I will see you guys again back at it again tomorrow night. This has been the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Until next time, hey, we out.